Have you ever thought, what if your citizenship wasn't just about your passport or your vote, but about your pipes, your wires, and your data plan? Sounds complicated, right? For over a century, the Western world defined a modern citizen as someone connected to the basic networks of domestic life. But what happens when an entire nation is historically built to exclude most of its people from these very things? Welcome back. Today, we're diving into a powerful idea of infrastructural citizenship. And we're going to see how India has attempted one of the most ambitious social rewirings in history. In the early 1900s, the West defined modernity as a networked existence, which meant hooking every home up to the city's grid, which consisted of 5 nodes: water, sewage, gas, electricity, and communication. By the 1940s, over 90% of homes were connected to water, grid power, and sewage. In colonial India, that same infrastructure served a racial minority, with perhaps 5% of the indigenous population connected in cities like Bombay. Even after independence, the mission to connect people's homes wasn't fulfilled, primarily because the new leadership lacked any real interest in looking beyond the needs of the elite. The result was inevitable. Millions faced a double exclusion. They lacked not just the connection, but even a proper home to connect to. The slum, cut off from these networks, became an anti-infrastructural space where the poor remained disconnected from modern life, and to be unconnected was to be invisible to the state itself. So how do you connect someone without a recognized home? How do you run a pipe when the house itself does not officially exist? That is where the story truly begins. Think of a home not as 4 walls but as a node, a point the state can finally reach, serve, and connect. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana created those nodes. By 2025, PMAY sanctioned 3.85 crore rural homes and 1.22 crore urban homes, creating the foundation required for every other network to follow. The first connection was electricity. Under Saubhagya Yojana, rural electricity access rose to 99.3% by 2021, while average daily supply in villages increased from 12.5 hours in 2015 to nearly 22 hours in 2024. India's near universal access of 99.6% even surpassed the 2021 global average. The second connection was water. Launched in 2019, Jal Jeevan Mission expanded rural tap water coverage from just 16.7% to over 80% by 2025. The impact went far beyond infrastructure, reducing disease burden, preventing nearly 4 lakh deaths, generating employment, and boosting economic productivity. The third connection was sanitation. Swachh Bharat Mission built over 12 crore household toilets and helped declare more than 6 lakh villages open defecation free, improving health, dignity, and household savings. Then came clean cooking fuel. Under Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, LPG coverage rapidly expanded across rural India, reducing smoke pollution and improving respiratory health for millions of women. And this physical transformation was fused with Digital India. Mobile data prices fell from nearly 269 per GB in 2014 to just 8 rupees in 2024, making India one of the world's most affordable digital societies. India now operates through a simple but powerful chain: identity, address, utilities, and digitization. Aadhaar provides recognition, housing provides an address, and the 5 infrastructural nodes deliver essential services. Citizenship is no longer abstract. It is measurable in meters, taps, subsidies, and signals. This transformation, backed by trillions of rupees in investment, constitutes one of the largest coordinated re-networkings of human life in history. It asks, who counts? And for the first time, the answer includes the household at the last mile, the woman with her first functional tap, the child with light to study, the cook who no longer inhales smoke, and the family with a formal address that the state finally sees. It's a monumental shift from citizenship as an identity to citizenship as a connection, literally. And it's changing lives on the ground, one tap, one wire, one bite at a time.